after a 7.8 magnitude earthquake rocked Ecuador on April 16th. City volunteers from the United States and Chile traveled to Ecuador on April 27 to investigate the damage. As the disaster areas are quite far apart, the volunteers often travel over 240 kilometers each day to reach these areas. Despite having to work over 20 hours a day, the volunteers are only concerned about how Tzu can help these people. After this thorough assessment, Tzu will plan further relief action in Canoa, St. Vincent in the form of relief supply distribution or even a cash for work program. Here's more.
City volunteers came to Canoa to investigate the scope of the disaster. This major earthquake took away many lives and flattened the town. The people of Canoa could only wait for relief supplies, as most of the government resources are centered in big cities.
I wasn't born here, but I have lived here for 8 years. The locals are very friendly, and this is why I've stayed. After the quake, I will restart my life, and I have repainted the sign on my truck, and it says, "I love Canoa." This is why I'm staying, so I will encourage other victims to stay. Although I may have lost everything in the quake, at least we are still alive, and we'll try to live and overcome this difficult time.
Yo amo a Canoa.
Before the quake, 80% of the Canoa residents were involved in the tourism sector, but the quake has put a damper on local tourism. Thus, most residents in town are out of business.
We know that because all the resources are in the big cities, this place doesn't have any, but it too needs a lot of help. If possible, we will start with food distribution here and initiate our Cash for Work program.
Out of the 7,200 people that live in this town, over 4,000 have been left homeless by the quake. The local soccer stadium has been turned into a temporary shelter, hosting all those without roofs over their heads.
On the average, we must spend 7 to 8 hours traveling. Because the disaster areas are far away from each other, we just want to do something for them as quickly as possible. We don't have time to think about our tired bodies. Everybody is the same. We don't have time to think for ourselves. We all want to start doing something for them. Everyone has the same mind, as we just want to start helping them.